Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am knitting just a little bit of my own while I'm on this video, because I had put this to one side until I got one or two things done that I was doing. But one thing, I'm up to the part where I'm doing a tutorial on a baby cardigan and a tutorial on Derek's cardigan. In the baby cardigan, I'm up to a part where I need to do a bit of the tutorial, so I have to get up and go in my other room and put it under my phone over the apparatus to show what I'm doing. And I can't work on Derek's either because I'm needing to do a little bit of a tutorial for his as well. And I do have, like things I'm crocheting as well as that, but I have to be looking down all the time when I'm crocheting because I have to see the stitches when I'm crocheting, but I don't when I'm knitting, so I'm just doing a little bit of my own. The last time I knit any of this was Sunday afternoon at my granddaughter's. So while I'm talking, I'm just doing a little bit of this knitting, but I will be back to my other things afterwards. And I have just come back from a walk over to the post office. I had a couple of letters with patterns in to post, so I thought I'd take a walk over, and I'm glad I put my jacket on. It's just a thin fleece jacket, but the sun was shining. It's shining now in my living room because I'm back. But the sun was shining. I know it looked a little bit windy because it is a little bush thing I can see in the front garden that's weaving about all the time. It's not a bush, actually, it's a weed that's come in from next door. I'm going to have to cut it off. It's getting right on my nerves. Every time I look out the window I can see that thing blowing around. But it was lovely and sunny. And I thought, I'll walk over the post office now. I stepped outside. I thought, I'm just walking over. But I thought, with it being a little bit windy, I think I put my jacket on. I was just going to walk over like this in my cardigan, and I'm glad I did. That wind was freezing. And I think I was about 5 minutes out, not quite 5 minutes, and it came down a load of hailstone. I couldn't believe it. The temperature's not very high today, I think it's about 12 or 13 degrees today, but I wouldn't have thought it was cold enough for hailstone, but it must have been the wind, the cold wind that was causing it, I think. And then it was drizzling a little bit. I'm glad I took my umbrella with me, but I had to hold when I had my brolly up. I have two brollies. One is a good one. If it's windy, it doesn't turn inside out. And then I have another one which does go inside out. But I'd left the good one in my car the last time I was out, so I had this other one was in the house, and I had to hold on one of the things on the end, holding the brolly and one of the things on the end to keep it down, to stop it turning inside out. But then the rain stopped anyway, it didn't last long. And so it wasn't a very nice afternoon to actually walk over the post office, but I thought I wasn't going anywhere else, so I wasn't getting my car out. So anyway, I walked over there, and then when I walked over, just outside as you open the gate, my back garden, it leads straight out on what is called the Riva cycle path. And while it was good when it was first made, it's been up a few years now. I think it was made with the lottery funding. I think they had lottery funding to do it. And nobody bothers with it. I had to walk, I had to bend down because all the path is getting narrower and narrower because of the weeds are coming further and further out. And then with all this rain and everything, the weeds have just went mad. Brambles and everything, and they were like arched over this cycle path, and I had to go underneath it. Next time I go out, I'm going to make a little video and show you what it looks like outside my garden up to it's only a few yards from my garden. I think I have next door's garden, and then the garden next door to hers, and then it's straight up to the pathway that leads over the railway line. So it's only a few yards. But that's just my part. That cycle path goes further down past my garden. So Deanne knows what it's like down the rest of the estate where it goes around. But I saying I had to bend, it was like an arch, I had to bend down to get underneath, and then I think one of the brambles caught on my jacket and I had to pull it off, and I said, I hope it hasn't put a hole in my jacket, the thorns. That's absolutely, it's disgusting for a cycle path. The only time it was ever tended, anything done to it, was we had a big cycle race thing one time, and they were coming from all over, and I think it was the council had came and cut down all the weeds and that on either side. And in all the years that cycle path's been there, that's just that one time that they've done that. What we need is another cycle run or race or whatever it was for them to come and sort it out. But anyway, like I'm saying, I'm doing this because I can't do anything else until after I've made this video, and then I can get on with the 2 tutorials I have. This is one. This is the baby, the all-in-one. I'll put this knitting down here out the way a minute. That's how far I've got with the other little baby cardigan I'm doing. I've done the back. This is the back and front all in one. I've knitted it up to the armholes. So I now need to do a bit of the tutorial to show how to separate how many stitches and that you need for the 2 fronts and the back. So I'll probably get that finished later on. It is just after 3 now, so I have a little bit time before tea. So I might possibly get the pieces finished up there. But I already have one of the sleeves done because I did this the other night when I had finished something and I wasn't going to start something new, so on the same thing. So because it was so big, I think it was Derek's cardigan. So I had enough time just before I went to bed, and I'd just done that one sleeve. So I only have one sleeve to do after I get all the pieces done. And then as the bands are knitted in, as you can see, that's the side that's got the buttonholes on. The bands are knitted in. All I have to do is put the neckband on when I finish it, so that one will not take very long. And the lady did ask if I could possibly send the cardigans to her because I have a baby blanket to do for the same lady. And the baby is due, I think she said was the 23rd of June. But she wanted me to send the cardigans first, and she didn't mind paying the extra postage because if I put those cardigans, it'd probably not take me very long to do the blanket. You know, I could, carry on and just go straight on and do the blanket. I would put them into one parcel, and then there would only be the postage would be £3.69. That's what the postage would be because it comes within the weight and the size and everything for a £3.69 parcel. But you'd have to pay that twice for to send 2 lots down. But the lady said she didn't mind paying it if she wants me to send the 2 cardigans first. I will do, because I'm nearly finished them. So anyway, I'm on to Derek's cardigan as well, and I've got up to the armholes. That's how I can't do any of this until I do the bit of tutorial for this as well. That's not just how much I knitted last night. I think that thing down there, that stitch marker was about down here somewhere, I think. I just put it there when I got up to a certain number of stitches instead of counting them all again because I count these because it's an easy pattern to count your stitches because each one of those little bumps is 2 rows. So I just count them, I go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And I got up to a certain number there and I was sick of counting them from the start again. So I can't remember how many it was, but I thought to myself, see if it was 100, I'll put that there. And I know I've only got a count of 100 because I think I only had 120 rows altogether on this. So I think it's a little bit less than or a little bit more than 100, 106 or something like that it was. So it was easier to count. I having to start from because I got sick of counting I'm going every so often, I'm putting the tape measure on, but I like to count the number of rows as well to make sure when I do the other side, because sometimes even measuring it, you don't get the same number of rows on both sides. So that's what I like to do, because that's what I did for the back, 120 rows. So I want 120 for the both front pieces as well. So anyway, I'll be able to get on a bit more of that tonight after I'll do the little bit tutorial, because I shouldn't really need to do the tutorial because I've done the full tutorial for the left front, and this is the right front. And the only difference with this, the left front and the right front, is you knit one more row. And I have it on, I've knitted that extra row actually, and then you're starting the shaping, casting stitches off on the wrong side. So you're doing the shaping on the opposite side to what you were doing on the other. That's all, you're just reversing what you were doing before. Instead of doing it on one side, you're doing it on the other. But a lot of people get confused with that, so I have started writing, when I do my patterns now, I do right and left sides, or just to stop anyone getting confused with it. So that's what I'm doing for that one. After my tea, so I'll put that down there for a minute into there. And pick up my knitting here, what I was doing. And you know, I don't think I knew where I was this morning or what day it was. I got up. I usually wash my hair on a Thursday, usually a couple of times a week. Sometimes it's a Sunday and a Thursday, because I always wash it on Thursday when I'm going to bingo. So after Thursday, I might wash it on a Sunday or a Saturday, a Sunday or a Monday, or it's a couple of times a week anyway. And I got up this morning. I'm thinking, oh, I have to go now. I was going in the shower anyway. I'll have to wash my hair today. Bingo tonight. So that's what I did, and come down, and I was thinking I was going to ring Molly. Well, don't ring. I just messaged Molly and tell her, I'd be picking her up at a certain time, 7:15. That's usually about the time I pick her up. And I'm glad I waited, because I went on my computer, I opened up my computer, and I'm looking at the little bar across the bottom, with all your things on. Tells you what day it is, Wednesday. Because when I looked out the window when I got up, I could see a lot of the bins in the street, because our bin thing pickup is on a Wednesday here. And I'm thinking, well, they've left their bins out from, when I checked on my computer, it's only Wednesday. I don't think I knew where I was this morning when I got up, or what day it was. So anyway, I'm all ready for bingo now anyway, but I've got to wait till tomorrow night. I even got dressed and ready, and then I'm looking, this t-shirt I'm wearing. I have a one with exactly the same, but it's got pink flowers on, and I'm saying to myself, I'm putting a pink cardigan on. What have I put this one on with the green on for? That one I usually put on with a blue cardigan. But it is green, actually. It looks blue on that screen, but it's not. It is actually green. That's how the colours change on the computer. So that was another thing this morning. I'm going to say to myself now, I wonder what else can go wrong. But anyway, that's just a little bit today to let you know what sort of state I am in today. So that's it. I'll catch up with you another time. So thumbs up and subscribe. Bye for now.